Oh, I. Let's talk about flags.
I have other things I want to talk about first.
Oh,
wait.
I'm sure.
Let
you
me
have
start.
a list.
I do have a list. The list is in the other room, but I
Sorry,
think
you have it. Shall we start going through our agenda items?
Wait, let me start the actual stream. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go live. It's time to go live.
I hear it's really good when you're streaming to like, especially eat crunchy food.
Yeah, well, this is an ASMR channel now. And I have my.
Does anybody like hearing people eat apples?
Probably. Yes. No, I guarantee it. I know they're.
Okay.
Something.
Well, if
something
I'm
happened.
turning you on right now,
there we go.
If I'm turning you on, drop it in the chat. Let me know.
Yeah, drop it in the chat if
Only
you're.
fans drop it soon.
Oh, then I can start the OnlyFans. That's a great idea. Thank you. Wait, you're not centered. Let me fix this. There we go. No, that's not working.
Yes, I do need to be centered. Thank you. I've been watching that new Max show, Julia, about Julia Child.
Oh yeah, that's not new,
isn't it?
No, is that the one with
really?
David Hyde Pierce is in it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not new.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been watching it because
it's recent.
It turned up on my YouTube Shorts. And I just find the lady who plays Julia so charming.
Who is it?
Someone who plays Julia.
Great.
I don't know.
I do want to watch it because I love David Hyde Pierce. So
he's nice and he's a cute husband.
I love him so much.
Now, what's on the agenda then?
All right. The agenda.
List of things that we need to get through.
The agenda for today.
The agenda.
The agenda. The gay agenda.
It's here. Shotgun, I hate myself. Go. What?
So what I realized was that the voice that I was doing for Tommy Wiseau last time was really more like Anna Delvey, who is basically the female Tommy Wiseau. So yeah.
Get it. I've actually forgotten every single voice that we did for Dream Valley.
Great, we can start fresh.
So it is going to be a whole. It's going to be a whole new experience.
Fresh. Every box of Dunkaroos.
I was French for a little bit, wasn't I?
You were French. You did like a Valley Girl. Yeah. You did an upsetting, mechanical, like American accent, like you were in an HR training video.
Yeah.
I did the Anna Delvey, Tommy Wiseau. I did my British baby, Victorian gutter snipe, the gutter snipe voice. Hey, the gutter snipe. Did you pack your prep, Daddy?
Gutter snipe. Have you got a snipe? I've got a snipe.
Bugbears and gutter snipes.
Don't bring up things that we've talked about at work.
Good.
Bugbears. I don't understand why that's like such a. It's a word.
I know. I like it. I'm not shading you at all. It's not a read. I think it was funny and cute.
Funny and cute. Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, those are great. Those are fun things.
Those are fun things. On the agenda. So that was agenda item 1 was Anna Delvey. Agenda item number 2, I need to tell you something, and we listen and do not judge. I did, after you told me about the Tucker Carlson bow tie thing, I did look that up because I was not previously aware of that.
And isn't it awful?
No, I really liked it.
No, Aidan, you cannot. As the people have been telling you, you cannot fix it.
I didn't say I could fix him.
You cannot fix him.
I didn't say that. I said I liked the bow tie. Sorry, I need you to know
that. Good. Did you find a bow tie that you particularly like?
I wasn't paying that much attention. It was kind of more of the general vibe.
The general vibe, kind of like professorial.
Yeah. I think that was the general vibe of my Hear Me Outs, was the professorial.
Yeah. Excuse me. That was the apple. But I needed fiber today, so I had an apple.
Is that apple rotten right to the core?
You know it is.
Sounded like it.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell because now I've decided that this is going to be a segment which we've called I just wanted to raise the issue, right? Which you reminded me of. Do you want to explain to the folks at home where this came from?
What was the flag that you put on your Hear Me Out?
That's not what I asked at all. You just I said, can we talk
about what we're doing here? The flag thing.
That's not what I was talking about.
No? What are you talking about?
Well, okay. What I was talking about.
You need to be clearer.
I do. For this little pseudo podcast segment, I was looking for a name for it, and you proposed.
Oh yes, and I proposed.
I just want to raise the issue.
I just want to raise the issue.
So where did that come from?
I can't actually remember. It's basically you being Karen.
Yeah, it was me being Karen on Maine. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I just wanted to raise the issue.
It was because
it's basically the waspy, like, I need to speak to the manager. This isn't your fault, but I think that somebody needs to know this.
Yeah, it was the corporate bug filing. I need to speak to the manager. It was because
yes, it was a bug file. It was in a bug file.
It was a bug.
And who am I to laugh at that? Because that's basically what I've been doing all day today.
Yes. But do you remember
I've been saying to multiple people, I just wanted to raise the issue.
See? We need merch. we need merch.
We've said it.
Yes.
We need merch just for us, which I think is just getting some t-shirts made.
Yeah, and I think this is something we should be pursuing. Do you remember what the bug that I filed was? This is like a pop quiz on my life. Do you remember
it about a toilet that didn't flush or something?
That did happen. No, that was somebody who threw up in the waste bin outside the bathroom. That's not what this bug was about, though.
What was the bug?
It was that my It was that my on-site massages kept getting cancelled.
Yes. Oh my god, you're awful. I would never do that. I just want to make that really, really clear.
It was like 5.
I think that's a bad thing you did.
It was like 5 in a row. I'm not kidding.
Now I remember.
And then they gave me more massage credits, and I was like, I don't think you understand the problem.
The problem is, I have massage credit.
Right. It's not that I can't pay for them.
You're so fucking privileged. My free massages kept on getting cancelled.
I just wanted to
raise the issue.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where that came from. I just wanted to raise the issue. So we're gonna be raising issues. And then yes, I am down bad for the Albanian flag. And so we decided to turn that into a thing. We decided to make that everyone's problem.
Yeah, you wanted to bang the Albanian flag, which is staring right at us. Can they see this yet? Or are we just on split screen?
Oh, yeah, no, not yet. It's like, where?
They can't see it yet. There is, so it's front and center, the Albanian flag. For those who do not know, it's a double-headed falcon. Looking both ways, lots of feathers, so it can tickle you.
Yeah, I'd say it's an eagle, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I picked 10 flags, and you picked 10 flags, and I think so. How this is going to work is I have a tier maker list which has all the flags. So you're gonna have to help me identify your flags in this list because I couldn't. I can
see 2 of mine so far.
Okay.
So this is good.
Okay, great.
I am gonna have to remember. I think I've also forgotten the name of one of them, like the country, but I just liked the flag.
Okay.
The last 2 of the 10, the first 8, I knew what I wanted. The last 2, I scrolled through flags of the world on Wikipedia and then just picked the one.
Oh, you knew better than me because I did have to scroll through. I had a couple in mind, but I did have to scroll through. Okay, so here's the ground rules, right? we'll propose our 10 flags. I think we can alternate, but it's up to the other person to rank that flag in terms of bangability. And we're just going with bangability. We're
going with bangability. Well, I wasn't told that.
I thought that was the point. Yes, because we're.
Oh.
Do you want to change yours?
I can. Well, no. A lot of mine have like tridents on them, so
That's
I guess
great.
that's bangable.
Yeah. What did you pick them based on? Just aesthetic appeal?
No, I really like kind of like the story behind them. So you said the Albanian flag, and if you remember, the Ukrainian flag.
You did like the Ukrainian
is
flag.
like my favorite flag because of its simplicity,
right,
and the clarity of its simple message. It is a blue sky above a field of wheat. It is a blue sky of freedom and the wheat of prosperity. And
so
I just love that.
Yours are going to be a lot more highbrow than mine.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have notes.
Wow, this is going to be very educational. Okay, so and so the other person ranks them, and so we have a couple ground rules / parameters. One, I want a good faith ranking effort. I don't want you just shitting on all of my flags. I want you to fucking hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
As it were. And the flags that we pick on bangability or aesthetic appeal or whatever, it's not a commentary on any kind of like geopolitical whatever. Mine or not.
Okay. Well, you can bear that cross. Get ready to be cancelled.
I don't think I have anything controversial in mind, but
one of mine is controversial, and the rest are all states that gained their independence from another power, which is how I'm classified. Like, problematic faves are the colonial powers, I think.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Plus US, but like new colonialism, you know.
The US flag is so fucking ugly. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
You know what? I think I might give it an honorable mention.
Really?
Because I think, because it's obviously overused. I remember when I first came to the United States in the year 2008, November 2008. I remember because I was here when Obama was first
when you were
elected.
born in New York, where you live.
Yeah, sure. I'm 14. No, 6. I'm 16 years old.
This doesn't seem legal then.
I think it's fine. It depends on the state, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I remember I was like, oh my God, I'm going to count all of the flags that are hanging outside of people's houses. And I lost count at 87. And so the American flag loses its sheen very quickly here and is used in kind of like a lot of
stupid things.
Fuck yeah, America, and we don't like that. And also, you have to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag thing. You didn't because you're a weird homeschool child.
No, we did.
At home?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weirdo.
We stood there with our little hands over our little hearts in front of our
the
little.
Two of you?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, mate. That's
know.
Worse than doing it in the school system.
I know.
No wonder you turned out like this.
I know. I know. And then my mother tried to secede.
Create another country?
Another city, a town, yes. She tried to create another township.
This explains everything, actually.
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit interesting because did you know that if you put the zip code on a letter and you put like some random city name, it'll still deliver because it delivers by the zip code, not the city name. So I don't know why we put the city name.
Oh, interesting.
Nobody who works at USPS, please correct me on this. And so my mother was like, well, I'm just going to like use the same zip code, but like put my own, put my own city name because she wanted to secede from the town that we lived in.
What was your own city name?
I'm not going to say that.
Oh.
I gotta dox myself.
It doesn't actually exist.
Oh, the one that she created?
Correct.
Yeah, it was called Willoughby. Which
Cute
has
name.
No, it has its own fucked up backstory.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
It's not like there's a willow tree and there's bees here.
We did have willows and bees, but that's not where it came from. It came from an episode of The Twilight Zone, actually. Do you love all the lore that I'm dropping right now?
Yeah. I mean, it is making me feel even more sorry for you. Yeah. It's working.
New depths.
Sympathy.
that you did not know were possible.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So this episode of The Twilight, do you want to hear the actual backstory of this?
We're here now.
All right, spoilers for the 1956 episode, or 63, whenever the fuck the Twilight Zone was on. Rod Serling.
Wasn't the Twilight Zone on in the 90s? When was the Twilight Zone on?
The original Twilight Zone?
No, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the X Factor. Not the X Factor, the X-Files. Very different shows. Very different shows.
A bit.
So yeah, you're watching the Twilight Zone in the 60s.
Okay. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Okay, the Twilight Zone. There's an episode of the Twilight Zone. I guess I never saw this episode. This is how it was relayed to me. It's this guy who, like, he gets on a train to go to work every day, and on his way to work, he sees this town that looks beautiful. It's like idyllic, like it's very, you know, white picket fence, whatever, American dream bullshit. And he sees it on his way to work every day, but the train never stops there. And every day he's like, oh man, I like wish I could like go around and check out this town that looks so beautiful, right? And all he knows is that it's called Willoughby because he can see like the sign as the train goes by. And so he passes it every single day. And then one day the train stops at Willoughby and he was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to check out this town. And he loves it and he stays there forever. And the Twilight Zone twist is that he's fucking dead. The train crashed. Willoughby is heaven or whatever the fuck. And I was like, so what you're telling me, mother, is that you would rather die than live in the town that you live in. That's what I'm taking from this.
No.
Yes.
I'm Team Mum here. What she's doing, I think, having obviously met her many times and we're close friends, what I think her intent was creating an idealistic place
that only exists
when
in death.
Everything around you is just that. Well, no, like that's just like you only get there when you're freed from the shackles of society, and in this case, life.
That's probably exactly what
I'm
going
to be an awful parent.
I hope you never meet my mother. Because I would not be able to I would not be able to handle you both ganging up on me, and I would Baja Blast myself.
It's a really good job I didn't come up for the eclipse, isn't it?
No, my parents are divorced. She was not in the picture. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're just outside of the picture.
Yeah. Adjacent to the picture. I hope she doesn't watch this. Did you see the jolt of visceral fear that just went through me?
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else you want to say about our tier list flags?
Like I said, mine. I love the lexicology.
Vexillology.
Lexillology. It's got a lol in it. Lol. I love the lexillology.
Vexillology.
Vexillology, not lexillology.
Yes.
I love the meaning behind flags.
Yes.
Like this is red because it's the blood of the people who fought for it. I love that shit. And so that's what I've based like a lot of these on. And I do think a couple of them I'd fuck.
Okay.
A couple of them have holes.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So definitely let me know which ones you would fuck. I'll let you know which ones I would fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Switching. Nope, not that one. There, yep. Jesus Christ. I'm a pro streamer. Okay. So we've got our tier list. And this is really nice. I can scroll within the list. That's so clutch.
Oh my god, I think we need to have a seizure warning on this, don't we? As you scroll through the flags. Blimey, that woke me up.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go first because I can see it right here, Albania. I'm bringing it back from last time.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're gonna. I mean,
we know you have to give us the reasons again. Not everybody's seen the last episode. So.
Sure. If you remember from last time, I think I'm gonna put it up here just so I can see it a little better. I think it's a great design. I love that it's red and black. I love that it has 2 heads. I love that it has a lot of like little things to put in a lot of little places.
Every hole.
Every hole. Every hole is a goal. And the Albanian flag can do that for you. Mm-hmm. And I think it's beautiful. It's powerful. It looks like something that would be like in a vampire's castle. I don't know of any problematic history that it may or may not have.
Well, Albania does.
I don't know anything about Albania.
Okay.
I don't know anything about any of these countries.
Bad stuff happened.
Yeah. I'm just going to say I'm stupid. I don't know anything about these countries. Please do not tweet at me because I got rid of my Twitter and I won't see it anyway.
Blue Sky her.
Blue Ski.
Blue Ski.
I am on Blue Ski, yes. Blue Ski. Yes.
I think this is easy for me. This is an S tier flag.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah, no, I adore the simplicity of it. I love the red on black. It is a specific yet really abstract design.
Mm-hmm.
That is instantly recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Not like all of those red, blue, and white flags that all look the fucking same. I'm looking at you, Liechtenstein, Netherlands, and Russia. Yeah, I'd bang this flag.
Okay, great, awesome, thank you. Strong start. My Dunkaroos look like they've had ants in them.
Are you having Dunkaroos again?
It's my stream snack.
Stream snack.
My stream snack. Okay. Tell me what yours
my first one
is. Please make it alphabetical. That will be easier for me.
They're not alphabetical, but luckily the first one is high up. So I'm going to see if you know which one it is.
Oh yeah, do that.
My first one is the flag of Barbados.
Barbados. That's this one.
Nope.
This one. This one.
Yes.
Yes, because I remember you said you had tridents. I'm just going to stick this up here so we can see it.
Love a trident, and there are multiple flags with tridents on them.
Really?
Adore a trident.
How many?
Yeah, I think it's the coolest, but a really impractical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So the Barbados flag was obviously post-independence, which I think was 1960 something, from the British Empire. I love this shade of blue.
It's a really good blue.
What is it called? It's it says what type of blue it is. It's like like a dark blue, like a rich blue.
When I hear the word azul, this is what I think.
Azul. Which represents the ocean. Right. The yellow in the center represents the sand of the beaches of Barbados, obviously an island. And the trident.
Does that represent how they sent them packing?
Well, it's borrowed from Britannia. So Britannia, the Roman goddess and the physical manifestation of the island of Britain, the former colonial power, wields a trident because Britannia rules the waves. She holds Poseidon's trident because we're an island nation and we loved getting on a boat and saying, our land, lol. And so it's borrowed from that because there was a trident on the colonial coat of arms. But it's a broken trident, so the tops are kind of like cut. And the bottom is broken off.
Oh, interesting. It doesn't look like that, I will say that. That's not coming through.
The bits like that. And then the bottom is broken off. So the hand, it's just the tip of the trident.
Oh, I see. I think it would be more impactful
it's
if
like a long trident. It's just the head of the trident has been broken off. And that breaking symbolizes the breaking with the colonial rule, but still maintaining the power of the trident.
Okay. I like it. Thank you for that history.
You're welcome.
I'm going to put it, I think it's a beautiful flag. I'm going to put it in A tier just because I feel
Why
like...
is it not S?
Just because I feel like the breaking bits could have been a little more dialed in. It doesn't look broken. Sure. To me, it looks just like the head of it.
Like a jagged line or something.
Yeah. Okay. That's really the only thing that's knocking it down for me.
Cool. Couple of white people critiquing post-colonial
That's why I
flags.
said
Let's
this
go.
is not a commentary on anything.
Hey, I'm just saying you're the first to be problematic.
Can I do my next flag?
What? You can, yes.
The flag
Bosnia
of
and Herzegovina?
Bhutan.
We've doubled up.
Okay.
because if you can't have Wales, because I'm assuming Wales isn't on this list, Bhutan is the other flag with a dragon on it.
Wales was on my list.
I don't think it's here because it's not like it's not a country.
That's bullshit. Okay, well we have
it's
Bhutan.
A country. It is a country.
It is a country,
but
and
it's
it should
a country
be here.
in a country.
Yeah, that's pissing me off a little.
But Wales also, honourable mention, is I think objectively the best flag.
I agree. Yes, although I did not realize that the Bhutan flag had a dragon on it, and I think this is an excellent dragon.
Yes. Well, with the Welsh flag, the Western dragon, and the Bhutan flag, the Eastern dragon.
Yeah.
I would urge you, if you like this, if you go to the first Chinese Republic flag, also has a fantastic Eastern dragon on it as well. I think it's the Chinese Republic.
I'm not seeing anything on. Oh, yeah. Damn. That's
no way.
I can't see shit. No, I
Qing
got
Dynasty.
It.
Sorry. I lied. It's the Qing Dynasty flag. It's not the Republic.
And
flag.
it's just like a dragon on a yellow background with the sun.
Yeah, but it's a really detailed
it's
dragon.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we both agree on Bhutan, where are we putting that?
So, can I give a little bit of the vexillology? So, the yellow signifies civic tradition, and the orange, guess what the orange means?
I'm gonna guess it's like kind of a new, like the future, like a rising sun or something, like sunrise colors.
No. It's the orange of the Buddhist faith. So it's the orange that Buddhist monks wear.
Yeah, probably should have guessed that.
And so it brings together religion and civic duty together. And the dragon in the color of white, which represents peace and harmony, is where the society of Bhutan rests. And it holds an orb in its mouth, and the orb's mouth signifies like wealth and prosperity. I think it's a high class flag. I will say
it does not have an orb in its mouth.
It should have an orb in its. Oh no, sorry, it's carrying orbs. Carrying orbs. I really like it. Just put a dragon on your flag, and I know. There.
Yeah, can I make the argument?
Yeah, go on.
Can I make the argument for bangability?
Go on.
Dragon, obviously. But
balls.
The balls.
Hefty. They look heavy.
And also not just balls, but the ones. Have you know the ones that are like connected for like kegels?
Oh God. Yeah. Sure.
S tier. Dragon Ball flag. Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls. There you go.
S tier.
I will say I love the meaning of the colors. I don't think they look good together.
Here's my design beef with this flag. If you look at like how the colors are split, I don't have a problem with the colors themselves, but the dragon is not very balanced, and it kind of almost makes the line look like it's sagging in the middle. Like the dragon is weighing down, you know?
It's like lying on the Buddhist religion.
Yeah.
Reclining even.
Yeah.
Sure. I see that.
So what are we saying?
I think I'd give it a B.
A B?
I really like it, but I'm going to give it a B, yeah.
Okay. Do you want us, because I would give it an S for bangability, so should we do an A and split the difference?
Sure. I guess I do a next one. What's the next in alphabetical order? If you could scroll down to G's, to the G countries. Okay. And if you could find for me Ghana's flag. Ooh, embarrassing.
Eh?
Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
So I really love Ghana's flag for a number of reasons. I love the fact that there is. It's not every African country, but a lot of African countries have adopted the Pan-African colors, which were proposed in like the 1920s. I cannot remember the name of the guy who spearheaded it, but it was proposed by African American civil rights activists, and then adopted by a load of African nations as they gained their independence.
Cool.
Which is the black, gold, red, and green, and generally those colors mean the same things across all of the countries that have adopted them. So the red is the blood of the people who fought for independence. Gold is the wealth in the continent of Africa. Green is the lush prosperity, and black is the people. And I I like it because it was the first flag to be adopted officially by an independent nation in sub-Saharan Africa.
Wow. Isn't there blue too in the Pan-African colors? Or is it just the four?
I think there are some variations, but I think those are the four that are in the.
I don't know. Sorry to mansplain this to you.
It's okay. And the star is like finally freedom from colonial rule. And it's called the lodestar of African freedom.
Bangability S tier.
Hot. Activism is hot.
And the lodestar.
Load.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Stunning. My next one I think is a little bit of a hear me out. But hear me out.
Why is I thought that was Texas and it's not, it's Chile. I'm sorry.
I was gonna have that because I think it's really funny that the Texas and Chilean and Puerto Rican flags look very similar, and I feel like Texas probably hates that.
Does not look similar. The Puerto Rican flag has a diamond in it. Not a diamond, a triangle.
No, but the Puerto Rican flag looks like a different American or state flag, I feel like. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Canada. I am kind of into the Canadian flag.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Please do.
Tim Hortons. But also, I mean, I grew up very close to Canada. It holds a special place in my heart. I know a lot of very lovely people from Canada. I just like this flag. I think I like that it's simple, but like they kind of like went a little outside the box with the maple leaf. But I feel like a lot of the times when you have like an object in a flag, they like the dragon, the boot. You know what? I'm gonna put this back in B because I'm about to argue against the Bhutan flag. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the times when there's objects in flags, they go way too detailed. Like there's like teeny tiny little details and like a lot of colors and things.
And I think the Albanian flag is the one that that's the exception to the rule.
I agree.
There's detail in there, but it's also abstract. Yeah,
I agree. Yes. Even the Welsh flag, I would say, goes a little heavy on the detail. I like that the Canadian flag is just simple. It's balanced. I think it's very visually well balanced. There's two screaming men in the leaves. And to me, the Canadian flag is like that exact, like kind of simple, strong, burly lumberjack man. I think it symbolizes exactly what you would expect from Canada. And I'm really into it. It's a warm flannel hug in a flag.
Gotcha. And I am on the fence with whether I'm on the fence because I think it's a little silly.
It is a little silly, but you want that, you know, like
it's fun. It's
silly. Yeah, it doesn't take itself too seriously. Like it does a good job, but it doesn't take itself too seriously in the process.
I think I get that. I don't think it makes me want to bang it.
Okay.
You know, it looks like it's a leaf.
It is a leaf. I didn't say I wanted to bang the leaf. It's the overall, but there's two screaming men in the leaf.
What I would want to bang is the Quebec flag.
Really?
because I'm a sucker for a fleur de lis. I love a fleur de lis.
I don't like
You
it.
looking it up?
There's too many fleur de lis.
I love it. I love it so much.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
I love it so much. I would put this in a I would maybe put this in B or C.
Okay, I'll do B. I accept a B. Yeah, but you understood my point, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah,
you know where I'm coming from.
I know where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go down to the K's, please.
Oops. Somewhere in there.
And then, if you could select Kenya for me.
Yep. Kenya? Is this Kenya?
That's Kenya. Good job. Well
Thank you.
Objects in the middle of flags. We've just talked about it. Now there are a couple of flags that have kind of like the shield on it, but I think Kenya does it best because it is not too detailed.
Yep.
It again has like the Pan-African colors. It's like black, red, and green. Black, the people of Africa. Red, the people who spilled the blood of the people who fought for independence. Green, lush, like peace, whatever. I actually could do without the white.
Okay, I like the white. I think the white is nice.
But the reason that the shield is there is because all of the things that the colors celebrate and represent are to be defended.
Right.
And I love that.
Yes. I'm going to give this S tier for bangability because it looks like a poussey. And it's a beautiful flag.
I can't believe you just called a Maasai shield a pussy.
It looks great. I'd fuck it.
You look great, sweetie. Yeah.
No, I'm loving the history lesson. I think it's a beautiful flag. I think the symbolism is beautiful. And yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. I also have a K. Do you know what country this is? Just gonna make sure that's
is that Kazakhstan?
That's not the flag I meant to pull out, actually.
Awkward.
That's a beautiful flag, though, isn't it? Honorable mention. I meant to pull out this one.
Oh, is also one of mine.
Really?
Which is Kyrgyzstan.
Yes.
Okay, do you know what it means as well?
Of course I don't.
No, you just think it's hot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell me why you like it.
I like that it's, and I like
the whole.
Yeah, I like the whole. I like that the sunny sparkles around it. They're very beckoning. And I really, really like this like swoopy cross in the middle. Somebody's saying it looks like an Xbox logo. Which,
no.
Yeah. I like that bit because it's asymmetric and it like adds visual interest that I feel like a lot of flags are very.
Do you not know what it is?
No.
You're gonna love what it is. Okay.
Okay, I'm excited about what it is because I already love it and I don't know what it is. You gonna tell me?
Okay, so yeah, the red is like boldness, valor, whatever. The sun, may Kyrgyzstan last for as long as the sun lasts. That kind of standard stuff. The reason I love it is that symbol in the middle, because that symbol in the middle, Kyrgyzstan are like traditionally its culture is nomadic, and they live out of temporarily erected and erected. What's the opposite of erected? Directed?
Directed? Flaccid?
Erect and flaccid tents. When you erect a traditional Kyrgyz tent, there's a hole in the top, and the structure, the poles that they use bend over into that shape. So when you look out the top of one of the tents, you see the shape. So it represents the family hearth, but also looking out into the world.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that hot?
That's so hot. And you can only see that if you're flat on your back.
Bagable.
Beautiful, beautiful flag.
What is the beep? Is the beeping me?
That sounds like work chat.
Let's see if that works. Is it work chat? But I've silenced everything. Shh.
That'll do it.
That'll work.
Okay, let's see. Where am I?
No, it's my go now. You've chosen mine.
Oh, but we chose yes, no, you're right. Okay, go.
Yeah. P, please.
P. That's North Korea. Let's cut our B.
You gotta go down. You're in the case.
I'm not in the case.
That's the Saints. Saints.
This is S.
Oh.
LMNOP, Saudi Arabia, S's.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Portugal, please.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You were hovering over it. Are you joking? The Portuguese flag. Are you joking? Is this a joke? Are you doing a bit?
Mm-mm.
This is wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah, great.
I've been.
Cool. It's next to Qatar. That's Portugal.
This is Portugal.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not loving this.
Generally,
I'm gonna say.
All right. Generally,
This one's pretty. I like this one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Papua New Guinea.
Oh, I think you're right. Yep.
Portugal. Usually, I don't like a crest on a flag.
Mm-hmm.
What I do like about Portugal is very distinctive colours. But the thing that I like is the arm. It's called an armillary sphere that is behind
is that what that
the
is?
coat of arms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a sphere that it represents kind of like the globe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was added. This is why this is a problematic flag, because it was added to represent Brazil.
Interesting.
But I think it's such a cool, distinctive design.
Mm-hmm.
There are versions of this flag that I have seen that do not have the coat of arms over the sphere.
Oh, interesting.
And I prefer that version of it. I think the meme, the emoji version of the flag does not have the shield over it.
I'm Googling. Oh, I see. Yes. It is better without
looks much better. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm very conflicted about this one. Sex-wise, I could make some arguments.
It's a ball. Balls.
It's a ball. It's a ball gag. It's a cage. It's kind of whatever you want it to be.
Caged. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna give this a B, a B for without the crest, and a C with the crest, because the crest is giving like university, like
sure,
the docent's office,
like college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like these colors. I think this red is obnoxious. I think the red.
I really like that. It's so Christmassy.
But it's like too high saturation. Like even the ones that I'm looking up online, it's not just this image. Like they're both too high intensity. They're not like nice, harmonious.
But I like that. That's the problem I have with the Bhutan flag, that it doesn't pop.
Oh, it doesn't pop. Okay, so I like the more matte colors.
The matte colors of the Canadian flag.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's this gives me the eye buzz, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I listen and I don't judge, but I am going to put it in C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Thank you for your time.
Great. What's your next one?
I just passed it. Oh, this one.
Oh, St. Lucia.
Yes. I think it's beautiful.
I also think it's a stunning flag. I also love that blue.
The blue's gorgeous. It's again a little bit the way that it is.
Okay.
I'm going off bangability. I think this is a really bangable flag. Imagine getting railed in that water.
No, I'm sorry. Sex in water is never fun.
Whatever.
There's no.
You're right, though.
Nothing slides. Yeah, it creates friction.
It creates problems. Yeah.
So the reason that it's because I just had to look this up again. But the blue represents the ocean, obviously. Caribbean, everything.
I think we need to be a little more creative. Yeah, with our water symbology.
Loads of countries have a red sky flag, and I'm here for the red sky flag.
Oh, okay.
But the gold is like the prosperity, and then the white and the black is meant to be the unity of the different races on the island.
That's nice.
Which is nice after what we did to them.
I was going to say the white is on the outside.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. I don't love that.
Yeah.
I might bump it down. I was going to say this is S tier for me, but I'm going to bump it down to A tier. Just for that.
I'm going to put it on A tier. I also think it's an A tier. I think a lot of the Caribbean countries are in A tier. I'd probably put St. Vincent there as well. I really like the St. Vincent flag.
St. Vincent the musician is an S tier though. She's my wife.
Oh, she's amazing. Loved the new album. Anyway. Oh, my next one.
Oh, thank you for asking.
Okay, do you want something simple, something obvious, or something a bit left of field?
Oh, let's do simple.
S's, please.
I'm gonna PQRS. Yes.
If you could find me Somalia's flag.
I used to be so into flags when I was a kid. Somalia. I'm gonna guess it's like that. That's South. No, that's South Africa.
It is. So you know that like a lot of the African flags, they look like an African flag. Like they clearly have a lot of like design behind them. One of the reasons I really like Somalia is because it's so distinctive from a lot of its neighbors.
This one?
No, it's the blue background. It's the blue field with the white star.
That's pretty.
I just love the simplicity of it. I think the 5 stars are like 5 regions of Somalia or something like that.
You mean the 5-pointed star? Because there's only 1 star on this.
Sorry, yes, that's one. The 5-pointed star. Each point. Fuck off. And I think the blue apparently pays homage to the UN. Who helps.
Okay. Not to the ocean.
No, not to the ocean this time. But I love that blue. I think it's a really pretty blue. And I love the simplicity of it. It stands out so much. And yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard.
Yeah. I think it's pretty. It's not really doing much for me. I do think it's very pretty and simple, and I do appreciate that. The blue's gorgeous. And the blue's not a blue that you see on flags a lot, I feel like.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm going to put this B tier for me.
Okay, thank you for your consideration.
You're welcome. I have an S, and I am a little biased because I love Korea, but I do I really love the South Korean flag. I always have. I think it's very pretty, and I like that it has abs.
Cool. I can't remember what those mean. They do mean something.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Is like the Korean version of the yin yang symbol. It's like balance.
I also like.
I hear you, and I do not judge. I listen and I do not judge.
Yes.
But I always look at the Korean flag, and then you often see it next to or near the Japanese flag, and I think the Japanese flag does a similar thing better.
No, that's colonizer mindset. Yeah,
I'm British.
Yeah. I gotta stick up for the colonized here.
I'm gonna put South Korea. I'm gonna put it in C. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep it
But
there.
it has abs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abs are overrated.
C tier abs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also I just want to say that I also like the colors that they are muted. I like that they're kind of like a more like dark and subtle color. Anyway.
Anyway. Okay. Can you find me the Ukrainian flag, please? This is going to be really quick.
Yes, we've had this.
We've discussed this. You're literally there.
Oh, there. Jesus Christ! Yeah. Well, it kind of blended in with the flag top and bottom.
But this version.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's S tier. S tier immediately.
So that version was it's been you'll see this version kind of like a lot in support of like the Russian in support of Ukraine in face of the Russian invasion. Because that was the flag that was flown when Ukraine first got its independence.
Oh.
So it's basically kind of I'm private, but it's like it's the war flag of Ukraine. And as we have discussed, I love a trident.
Yes. Yeah. And it kind of looks like a Celtic knot to me, which is also kind of sexy.
It's like slightly, love that.
I love that. Yeah. I like that much better, the trident. I like that it's obvious but abstract. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. S tier. No problem.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. You're going to hate this. My next one, I really like the UK flag.
D.
Okay.
So my next one. Okay, so it does one thing very well.
The UK
flag? It is
one
of the most distinctive and recognizable flags in the world.
Yes. Well, that's more because of the colonization, I think, than the actual design of the flag.
No, but I think it's both. So there is like the fact that it was so ubiquitous. But also it's one of the only flags, apart from like, I think the US flag is probably the only other flag that this has happened to. Maybe. That has become kind of like its own fashion and pop culture like icon, like the Jerry dress from Jerry and the Spice Girls, like Cool Britannia and all of that.
Can we give it a C for that?
No.
Okay.
The reason I do not, I actually do have kind of like an attachment to it. Like it is my flag, whatever, blah 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 blah. And it looks like that because it is it is 3 of the 4 nations of the UK represented in flags.
I know that.
One flag. So yeah, I'm telling the listeners, it's the St. Patrick's Cross, the St. George's Cross, and the St. Andrew's Cross, all put together. And whoever like first came up with that, great idea, because they like it looks sick.
Well, they should slap a dragon on it.
But it's missing off. It's missing parts of the UK are not represented on this flag.
Yeah.
And we also thought so it doesn't actually do the great representation of like what it's meant to do. And we're also fucked if/when Northern Ireland gets seceded back into Ireland and Scotland votes for independence, which are probably going to happen at some point. There were people who were like, "Oh yeah, we'll change the blue to black."
What? That's not going to happen.
Or just removing it, so it's just like 2 red crosses. It's very uneditable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's why it's a D for me. I'm so critical of it.
Fair enough. Okay, that's well reasoned. I'm just going off aesthetics. It's punk. It's hot. I like it.
Exactly, it's punk, but that's because marketing.
Yeah. No, it's because of the Sex Pistols.
It's actually the most, well, Vivienne Westwood.
Yes.
It's actually the most non-punk thing about the UK is this flag.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
It doesn't actually represent what it's meant to represent.
I think flags are kind of inherently not punk, but yeah.
Yeah, probably, but I like them a lot.
Me too.
Yeah. Do you want weird or do you want weird?
I want weird.
Okay, can you go to the K's for me?
Again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay if you don't find this, because I just like the look of this flag, and I always forget what the country is. Find me the flag of Kiribati.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I
love a
love this
flag
for
with a
one
bird on
reason.
it.
Like it's got the it's a frigate bird.
Mm.
The sun is like the dawning of a new age. And then the horizontal wavy stripes represent the sea, but they also represent like the different regions of the and islands. 17 rays and the sun represent 16 Gilbert Islands and Banaba. I like it because it's squiggly. Because there's no other flag that took.
There's no other
I'm
squiggly
going to
flags.
represent the ocean like a 5-year-old with a colouring project.
You know what? A tier for that. A tier for the curves. Bangable.
Yeah. And also, you know that is next to impossible to make for flag makers.
Mm-hmm.
To create a squiggle on a flag is very difficult.
Curvy and high maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention one of the reasons I like St. Lucia is because it looks like the Star Trek.
A butt plug. Oh.
The Star Trek communicator badge, which is hot.
Cool.
Okay. My next one is Nepal.
Oh, also my last one.
Really?
In a world of squares and rectangles, Switzerland, I'm gonna have a square flag. Nepal went, fuck that. I'm gonna have a couple of.
I'm gonna have as many sides as possible.
As many sides as possible. I'm gonna have triangles to represent the fact that I'm the fucking mountains, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it has the sun and the moon because Nepal is gonna last for how long?
Long.
As long as the sun and the moon.
Sun and the moon. I wish that they had a picture of the entire flag and not just this weird little womble's nose.
Cut off version of it. Yeah.
But I'm putting it in S tier for bangability because this flag can scissor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it does its own thing, and that's hot.
So the triangles represent the Himalayan mountains, the two major regions of Nepal, and Hinduism and Buddhism.
Okay. Hot.
But yeah, I agree, Esther.
Yeah, okay. What's your next one?
That's it. That's all my flags.
Oh, because we doubled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 more somehow. Let's see, where is it?
You have 3 more?
Yeah.
Am I sure that I've done all of mine? Yeah, I've done all of mine.
And I took one away because I had whales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, sorry. I stuck a couple extra in there. If I were trying to piss
off a Welsh person, I'd say Wales isn't a country, it's a principality.
Yeah, I'm still.
But I don't like. I don't actually. I want to make it very clear. I don't actually think that I only say that to piss to goad friends.
Sure. What else is the point? This is the flag of Vanuatu.
Oh.
I think it's cool. Look at that squiggle.
What is the squiggle?
I don't know. Look it up.
You need to look some shit up.
Okay. Okay. Gemini says it's a tusk.
Oh, even cooler.
Yeah. And then the thing in the tusk, I think, is 2 ferns. So
I thought you were going to say furries.
Furries. Well, that's the tusk. So the red represents the blood of the citizens and boers of Vanuatu, as well as local religious traditions. So it's the only flag that acknowledges boers. Green
boers, like the pigs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Gemini says, and you know it's never wrong. Green represents the natural richness of the islands, black represents the people and the rich soil of the islands, yellow represents Christianity, and the geographic location of the islands. I don't know what that has to do. Yellow is not a location. Gold makes the black stand out and represents Christianity. So there's yellow and gold. I don't think Gemini knows what it's talking about. The black triangle has a yellow border and contains a yellow emblem of 2 crossed ferns surrounded by a curling tusk. The tusk is a traditional symbol of good luck and prosperity, and the ferns represent peace, and each leaf on them represents one member of the Parliament of Vanuatu. It was adopted in 1980, just before they gained independence from the British and French.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I actually think it's quite an ugly flag.
But it has a tusk.
It has
for
a
the
tusk.
furries.
It's the only furries, and it acknowledges boars.
Mm-hmm. That's got to bump it up a little.
I might put it in. I think it's in C or B. I'd generously put it in. No, I think it's in C.
A solid C.
And I'll tell you for why.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've bordered the yellow lines with black.
I like that.
I think that looks really ugly.
Really? Oh, I like it.
That's what I have to say about it.
Okay. So next up is Sweden.
What?
I don't know. I just like it. It's kind of.
No, I'm sorry. All of the Nordics is D. All of the Nordics D. They all went for the same fucking thing.
You didn't even hear me out.
I don't think I need to. Go on.
IKEA, first of all.
Do not judge.
Meatballs.
That's not the flag.
IKEA meatballs is not the flag.
It's not the flag.
Yeah. I think I like Sweden kind of similar reasons to Canada. It just kind of feels like simple, solid, like good. Anyway.
It is one of the iconic flags.
It sure is a flag.
It sure is a flag.
Yeah.
I cannot entertain any of the Nordics.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. I think it's the best Nordic flag.
No, I think I like Finland the best.
Yeah, you're probably right. My last one is Northern Macedonia. Mm-hmm. Because it's like kind of asymmetric, and it's,
colonial Japan, but make it red and gold.
Mm.
Yeah.
However,
that's very rude. Oh yes, yeah. Papua New Guinea. I don't even know what any of it means.
Yeah.
No, that's the Southern Cross.
Yes.
Which is on New Zealand and on Australia's flags as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And a bird of paradise?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I love a flag with a bird on it. I think that's cool. I like that they do that.
Now, do you remember when New Zealand were voting on changing their flag?
No.
It was... They decided not to change it, which was obviously the bad decision.
Yeah.
But they had some really great designs, and there's one that I wish they had chosen. It ended up being a runoff because they selected one flag to be voted against the flag that they currently have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of them. There were loads of like fern motifs, and it was one of the fern motifs. But it was one of the fern motifs that had all of the colors of the New Zealand flag. So it was red, white, and blue. And it was really, I thought it was incredibly ugly and very stylized. I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
There were a couple of other fern ones that I preferred. Like one of them was the curly one.
I'll look up these.
One of them was black and white. But there was one called Red Peak. Google the Red Peak New Zealand flag. And that one I really, really liked. It reminded me of South Africa. No, you don't like it?
It reminds me, it looks like, it does, first of all, it doesn't say, I like the fern ones. It doesn't say New Zealand to me. It says Mount Everest. I don't know.
Okay.
I like the fern ones, though.
I think a lot of the fern ones ended up looking... I love the idea of a fern.
Mm-hmm. I like the swirly one.
Yeah, the swirly one is a Maori symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And the fern in general is like used a lot in Maori.
Mm-hmm. These are all better than the existing New Zealand flag. All these would have been good.
I will be honest. The final 2 runoff, I thought that the one that was running off against the current flag, I thought that was bad.
Which one is that?
I think it was one of the red, white, and blue fern ones.
Oh, yeah.
Where they included the Southern Cross.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be what it be.
But the problem with the New Zealand flag is that it isn't distinguishable from other flags. Right. From the Australia flag. They get confused all of the time.
Yeah.
And so fucking change it. Anyway.
I'm actually really surprised and impressed by the distribution we have here. This is not a standard curve. I love that we agreed on some. I like that we picked and agreed on multiple flags. That makes me happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that was going to happen anyway. I kind of had an idea that we were going to double up on Nepal. I'm glad that we doubled up.
We're going to double team Nepal and Bhutan. Yeah.
Yeah, we get great. Either side of the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
What else did we double up on?
I think we both had Kyrgyzstan.
Oh, so what is the most bangable flag?
Ooh.
Of our top tier.
Ooh.
Now, I will say Ukraine is still my favorite.
I'm going to take Papua New Guinea out because we didn't actually pick that.
Okay.
Just to make things a little easier.
Fair.
Oh. You know what? I still got to go with Albania.
I think it's Kyrgyzstan for me.
I was about to say Kyrgyzstan. Yeah. For me,
because you got to line your back.
Exactly. I think here's what it is. This is the view that I get when I'm banging the Albanian flag.
Sure.
Yeah. I think they're both great. I think come on, there we go. Now it's one giant flag.
Oh my god, they are.
Yeah.
They're not quite the same red though.
No, that's bug. Bug and me. Yeah. Great.
But I think we did good.
I do too. I'm pleased with this. I still think...
and we're not really there's a good distribution of flags from different places as well. Oh, you know what we've completely missed out? None of South America. Do better.
Yep.
I do like the Brazilian flag. I think it's one of them. The Brazilian flag is up there with US, UK flags as iconography.
Yes, I think a lot of the South American flags are very, very pretty. They just weren't
Name one apart from Brazil.
Uruguay.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think Chile's a little bit boring. I think Argentina is a little bit boring.
Chile?
I think the Colombia, the Venezuelas
Argentina
look too alike.
Argentina's pretty.
I'm mid on Argentina.
Brazil's gorgeous.
Brazil is gorgeous. If I were to choose anything from South America, it would be Brazil.
Well, yeah, but that's a little just basic.
Okay.
What's the worst flag, do you think?
Ooh.
This one's bad.
People. Oh. It's okay. I was never going to go anyway. Saudi Arabia.
So Saudi Arabia's bad. When I was in school, we had a class activity where everyone had to pick a flag to draw, and my fucking dumbass voluntarily chose Saudi Arabia.
That is very you.
I was 7. Yeah.
I think Saudi Arabia is bad. Who else is bad? Keep scrolling.
Oh, there's that one that has the guns on it.
Wait, Is there?
Yeah, I do think the US sucks. Where's the gun one?
No,
This
I
one.
actually, objectively, I think it has a gun on it.
There's this. Oh no, this one.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Agreed.
Yeah. This is ugly. The contrast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Vietnam, right? Like the contrast is terrible.
No, that's Morocco.
Oh. It's Vietnam.
Morocco is a pentagram.
Hmm.
That's Vietnam.
This one. Oh yeah. Okay. This one's cool. I don't know what this is, but I kind of like that.
Uruguay. No. Uganda.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's again very distinctive.
Mm-hmm. Mexico's cool. Bird.
Bird.
I like all the bird ones. Antarctica has its own flag, but it's just Antarctica.
I am always, sometimes I hate it, sometimes I love it. It's like Marmite. Oh. I do quite like that. I do like it when like an island state is like, I'm just going to put my island on it.
Like Cyprus?
Yeah. I do. Well, because it's also incredibly problematic because Cyprus is only about half the island, but they're like, we are all of it. Sucker.
Yeah, but imagine how bad it would look if they just like chopped it.
What, like people who get the border of their state tattooed on them? Like Michelle Visage has the outline of Jersey tattooed on her arm.
So dumb. Jersey's not even the prettiest state, like outline.
Shape-wise.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the prettiest outline? It has to be Texas.
Texas is really good. I do like California.
I just love Colorado.
It's the same as Wyoming. Yeah.
It's a square. Yeah,
it's
I love
square.
the square state.
Square.
It's a square.
A square. Great. Cool. If anybody disagrees with any of these, that's not my problem. Like, comment, subscribe.
And if we've insulted your country,
very sorry.
What were you expecting?
Yeah. Yes. Like, sorry, but also,
duh, we're ranking your nation's flags.
Yeah. Like,
we're gonna piss somebody off.
Just go watch something else.
We put mine on the bottom, and we didn't even rank hers.
Exactly. Well, I did. I said it was ugly. F tier.
Can we rank US? I would put US here. I'd put it in B.
Why?
Because actually, like, devoid of all of the extra baggage and stuff that the US flag has, I actually think it's a very distinctive flag.
It's distinct, but it's not pretty. It's not attractive. Those are not the same thing. And this isn't the kind of like distinctive ugly that like kind of comes around and becomes hot again.
I don't know. A lot of people love it.
Every time I see the US flag now, I feel like my rights are being stripped away.
Well, they are.
Yeah. I feel like it's hoovering up my rights. Each one of those little stars.
Can we do another really bad flag that I'm looking at right now? Vatican.
Ugh. Bad.
Ugly as all sin, ironically.
Haha. I don't like flags. Yeah, I don't like flags that have like obvious religious symbolism on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Like, that's why I don't like a lot of the like Turkey and Malaysia, all of those that have like the crescent moon and stuff. Georgia,
Israel, not a fan of that.
Yeah, like all of them, I'm just like,
yeah,
get a hobby.
I assume some of these have like religious symbolism on them that I'm not aware is religious symbolism.
Like Bhutan has religion on it,
right? Yeah,
the South Korean one, it has religion on it.
I'm gonna look up what the South Korean duties mean.
What the abs are.
Yeah. South Korean flag abs.
Is that actually what you're Googling?
Yeah.
You should be embarrassed.
I am. Flag. Let's see. Those are called trigrams.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes, the abs are called trigrams. Triabs. Represent movement and harmony as fundamental principles. Each trigram represents one of the 4 classical elements as described below. So there's let's see.
Earth, fire, air,
earth,
water?
wind, and fire. Hang on. I have like 16 windows up, and I'm trying not to get them in the wrong place.
Fire,
okay. So this one's okay. This one's heaven.
Or was it fine until the Fire Nation attacked?
Right. This one's earth. This one is moon. And this one is sun. And each one has like other corresponding things. So like this one that's heaven is also summer, south, wisdom, father, air, and justice. And a social fabric, which is the strong stay together. But then the other one says the weak stay together. So
community, maybe.
Yeah. So that's nice.
The weak need to have community too.
Yes, especially. So yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah. Cool. Any honourable mentions of flags that aren't nation flags? Wales, we've already talked about.
Wales, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had one. I will say.
I put in California?
I was just going to say California.
If it removed the word California from the fucking flag, it's a perfect flag.
Yeah.
If it removed flags with words, bad.
Flags word bad. Flags with bears, good.
Flags with bears, very good.
Yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm.
What about the California Republic flag from Fallout? Double the bears.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. I like that.
You know what flag sucks? Is New York's flag.
It's one of the seal flags, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like way too detailed. And I have no loyalty to my home state's flag.
Me either, as a native New Yorker.
Right. It's a native. I wish you were actually from York, because I think York. That would be comedy hilarious. Potential of that.
There is the county of Essex is just over the water in Jersey. And I have gone through it multiple times.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
And there's a Bristol in Alaska.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a Bristol in New York.
Sorry, there's a Bristol Bay.
There's a Bristol in New York.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a ski town. You should go.
That's weird.
Yeah, let's go to Bristol. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think I'm going to stay up and play Dream Daddy.
I was going to say it is a little late for Dream Daddy, unfortunately, at this point.
It's a little late for Dream Daddy, and also I'm fighting back a cough.
Just cough.
I don't know.
To like cat. That's going on the Patreon. Can you do it the way the cat does? Like. Anyway, no, I kind of like that actually.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Great. Awesome. I'm ending.
Bye.
Bye.